I'm back. Oh, and you're back. And we're back. So, I'm going to make something that I have in my head, but I've never physically actually done. But I don't need my glasses for, so that's like a bonus for me. I don't have to wear the old lady glasses. So, I'm gonna flip it around and show you some of the parts and pieces I have of this, and I have it in my head, but I know it'll work. So let's just go ahead and flip this. I kind of finished my tea, and I did my live video, and this is the next live video. So I have what's called lace, suede lace, that I bought at the South Charleston Antique Mall, and I cut me 2 lengths of it. But you could use ribbon or whatever, yarn, blah blah blah. So I found me some fun fabric that I'm going to make into my tiny tuffet for the spider. So it's got some texture to it. I have been trying to figure out what to do with this stuff since I got it, and I think I'm going to turn it into a potpourri pillow. So I cut me a swatch, which it might be too much, but I haven't figured that out yet, all the way down to there. So that's about a yard, I guess, something like that. And then I've got an old tablecloth that I use to paint on. And so I've got this fabric here that I'm going to put the tea leaves in. Next, I've got a bunch of this tea laying around from sources that I have. So I'm going to flip this around now. Okay, hopefully I can get this to stand up so you can see. All right, ta-da. So I'm going to take the tea and we'll open it up, and it smells like this. Smell that? It's chai. This is what it looks like. It's spilling everywhere. Anyway, so this tea is very fragrant. It's got a lot of herbs and spices in it. And I'm going to just dump that in my pillow. Like that. So, I'll break the teacups. Basically, this is what you got. Is a mess. What looks like a mess. So I'm going to just kind of fold this up in my little white cloth, like so. Fold that and that, and make like a burrito. Fold the ends up. So that should keep the tea leaves from falling out. Just like that. Now, I'm going to move that cup, move that cup, move that cup. Never enough room for a tinker. Okay, so I'm going to pull this to the edge. And part of this pillow is, material doesn't have any decoration on it. So I'm going to fold that part in. That's going to be my inside part. And I'm going to roll this like a burrito. One, two. Then I'm going to fold this part in so that you can't see the messy cut I made. Okay. Then I'm going to fold it over one more time. So now you've got this roll, that has way too much fabric on it, but that's okay. Now, I can pick it up and show you. See? And you want to kind of do it a little bit tight. And find your little T that's in the center there. So, I'm basically just going to tie it off. Just tie it off. I'm going to take this and make a loop and tie it like a shoe. Just going to tie it. Like that. Then I'm going to knot it. So it's tied once. I'm going to knot it. Then I'm going to put a little fancy bow. Okay, just like that. Now this is extra. I haven't gotten to that yet. Tighten this back up and grab a hold of it like that. Get my second leather lace, suede lace, and come all the way in to where it's a tiny tuck, like that. I'm going to tie it around like so. Just tie it in a knot. Ta-da. Knot it. Then do the second knot. And then make a bow. Like that. So we've got a bow on this end and a bow on that end, and kind of like knot in the middle. So it's like a little pillow. So I've got to do something with all of this excess material that's on here. You want some of it there, kind of bulky, to keep your leather, your suede lace from falling off. But I'm going to go ahead and put like a hand above the knot and cut that off. Cut, 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 cut. Like a superhero. I cut it. Alright. My bow came out. I was focusing on you and not tying my knots. Alright, let me get that a little tighter. This back. So, I think I got some fluffies up my nose. So we've got this thing going here, okay? And this little tufted thing. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to go above the knot with hand, like that. I'm going to cut that off. And I'm just chopping it. I'm just chopping it. So that's kind of like that. Now it's like a little pocket that I can stuff more stuff in. See that? So I'm going to take and cut more of my painted tablecloth. See, like I used it to paint during a blacklight party, and I got paint all over. Well, I got paint on it, not really, but yeah, paint's all over it. So I'm just hacking me a piece off because I'm gonna fluff this pillow up to be full, but I didn't know how much I needed until I tied it off. So, but I do need some more, so I'm gonna just shove that right in there and put it underneath all that folds. And then I need some more, so I'm gonna just grab another one. I said this was no sew. I didn't say it was no scissors. So we're cutting, and we're cutting, and we're cutting, and we don't even care. This is a release. All of that, I have to do everything by the book stuff because I don't do things by the book. I do it however I want. I do whatever I want. Okay, so when I'm stuffing it in there, I'm kind of like doing it flat, long, like that. And tuck it. Tuck it in there like a snail in its little shell. And then, see how it's like a pea in a pod. Pea in a pod, that's a good one. Pea in a pod. And it's getting there. I think I'm gonna do one more to get it really toughy. I'm gonna say tough it. Every time I say tough it, take a drink of tea. Is that a spider on my head? I don't know. I might get scared away from my tuffet before I'm done. I brought in a bunch of teacups, heirloom teacups from my mother-in-law that I'm going to sell in the shop. I just have to do the price book thing. If anybody knows anything about teacups and want to help me price out some really beautiful teacups, because I think that some of them are kind of nice. All right. There's one teacup. This one here. It says, "Blind me." Can you hear that? When I do my meditation classes, if anybody ever wants a meditation class, I let the people pick out which teacup they want to drink their tea from, so that you can have, because you need about 15 minutes of like relaxed time before and after to just get in the right headspace before you can do a deep meditation. So it's always nice to have something to do during that time that's relaxing. So I usually like make tea and let them pick out a teacup, and then talk about why they picked that particular teacup, and have a little conversation to see what kind of meditation that they want, and then I know where to go with it, because I kind of tailor my meditations that way. Back to the pillow. Okay, one more piece, and I think this is a tougheted tuff that's ever been tuffed. Oh, I gotta drink tea. I said tuff it again. Mother Goose's work is never done. You did hear the story about me getting charged at by a goose? Yes, I was charged by a goose, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be okay. I just stood my ground. I said, "Goose, you ain't got nothing that I don't got. Well, you do. You have feathers and a beak, but I'm bigger than you. I got shoes and clothes on to protect me, and you don't have that. You have feathers. All right. One pea pod stuffed and ready to go. So, my nose sew, Miss Muffet, Tuffet. If you would like to do more crafts like this, just ask. Because I like to make things. I make things all the time. Sometimes they're good things and sometimes they don't work out. But this one worked out because this is very comfortable. And it smells like the tea, see? Did you smell that? Okay, guys. I'm going to get off here now because I think there's a spider on my head. All right. Love ya. Bye.